Sports, always proud to bring you the National Football League as we join you from Northwest Stadium, just outside Washington, D.C. And tonight we start Week 5 with a primetime matchup, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Washington Commanders. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Come on, set! 70 Lions! Buffalo 8, 7 Pirates, let's go! Drop 50! Ready?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get inside of Washington's 15 before being taken down. A big play there on the first play of the game. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll look to throw. And complete to Smith and Jigba. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Okay, 3rd and 2.
Ready? Cougar 19.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Touchdown, Seahawks. Cooper Kupp, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Myers connects on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go now.
Throwing now is Daniels. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, my goodness. He had his tight end running free down the middle. I think maybe if you don't try to go for the home run ball and just kind of get it to him, just put it on him, this play will work out. But he led him too much, and that's a tough incompletion to handle.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Go! 18 Cardinal.
To the air goes Daniels. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let's go. Panther 60. Panther 60. Go.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Tag. Bronco 80. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Ready.
Here's Daniels. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
But that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
Second and 10.
Check. Here we go. Here we go. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Bronco 80. Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's Samuel, caught left side. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Daniels looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 12-yard line. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
At the 12-yard line.
Get it. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Now it's JCM, Ja'Cory Krosky-Merrill. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
To throw is Daniels. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Uchenna Nwosu able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. Buffalo 18. 79 Broncos.
Now Daniels. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Deebo Samuel from 17 yards out. And the Commanders respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win. Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Here comes third and about a foot.
Brings up third and inches.
Again, it's Walker. But he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Tap the 60, tap the 60. Go check, go check. Let's go.
They'll try and throw for it here. He'll try to do it himself. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
On first down, it's Krosky-Merritt. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Daniels with a give to Krosky-Merritt. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
16-yard line.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Y'all got to pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic.
Ready. Next. Bronco 80. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Daniels going to throw for it. Catch is made by Herring. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. N'Keal Herring, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Commanders 14, Seahawks 7.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Their own 35
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try to pick themselves back up.
You talk about this Washington defense.
They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
Well, this defense for the Commanders, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
And finds Smith and Jigba.
And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up fourth down. They're going to try and throw. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Ready, set. Ready. 77. Ready.
Now a play fake here on first down.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
It leads to second and
10. Now a second and 10.
Here we go. 60, check match.
A give for Walker running right.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay.
So that flag will set him back 5 yards.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long.
Check, bounce. Liking it.
They'll look to throw here.
All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
70 Ranger. 18 Rattler. 60 Bobcat. Buffalo 18. 7 Pirates.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Open man, he's got his tight end, Elijah Arroyo. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard fourth down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
First down, Seattle.
Come on. 19, Cowboy 80. Warriors 17.
They go play action here on first down. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Let's go now.
Second and 4.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
He'll drop to throw.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Walker will score. Touchdown, Seattle. So finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Drop 60, drop 60. Get it. 73, street.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
First catch here by McLaurin, and he's got himself a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Ready.
Out of the gun, they go with Krosky Merritt. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
19 tight. 70 Ranger.
Back to Krosky-Merritt on first down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
And 11 on the Seahawks' 36-yard line.
Ready? Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Looking to throw. Daniels. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield. But they never did.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun, Daniels. They'll swing this out to Krosky-Merritt. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Touchdown! Shannon Lane, his first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have taken the lead. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start with that secondary. Well, let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think we'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Cut 19! Cut 19! Down! Buffalo 18! Check, Bobcat! Check, Bobcat!
Back to throw here. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Here we go! Bravo 80! Hey, check that, street! Hurt! Street! Trap 60! 70 Ranger!
They'll drop to throw. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
This ball nearly intercepted. Oh, once-in-a-season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. 4th down, straight ahead.
Ready, break. Come on, come on. 19, 18. 18, Rattler. 18, Rattler. Panther 11, Panther 11.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Let it go.
Throwing now is Daniels. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
To the air goes Daniels. That's going to be caught. And the Commanders are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal.
Cougar 19. Ready.
Krasky Merritt is in. Touchdown, Commanders. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as we'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10.
A gain of 31 yards. First down, Seahawks.
They'll set up to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Seattle.
He'll look to throw. Right side, he finds his receiver, Horton. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Now 2nd and 3.
Warriors 70, 60 Eagles, Dragon 60.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
70 Timberwolves. 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 70 Timberwolves.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They'll look to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Mustang 19, cut 19, cut 19.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Cooper Kupp as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Myers connects on the PAT. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
35-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. To throw is Daniels. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Okay,
That's good for a Commanders first down.
Let's go.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
70.
Now Daniels. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Daniels looking to throw. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Julian Love picks it. And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Viking 18. Panther 60. Panther 60. Go.
Up the middle, Krosky Merritt. Down to the 42, second down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And the Seahawks will take over possession here up at the 44. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Top low 18. Check smash. Check smash.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Ready.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
And complete to Smith and Jigba.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
And now an audible here into something else. On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Well, no shock here. For the 7th time in this game, it appears they'll go for it on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Warriors 70. Cougar 19.
Looking to throw.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job controlling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
19, target, 19, 18, 5 years. Dragon 60. Go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Outright to Smith and Jigba.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2nd down and 3.
Get up. 70.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Come on, come on.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Seven Pirates. Ready?
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. This one goes underneath to Walker. And the Seahawks are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not. And he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Here's Walker. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Ain't no other king in this rap thing, make siblings. Nothing but my children. What? They disappearing. I'm in a city with a flag, be getting thrown like it was past interference. Padlock around the building. Crash pulling up and no more truck.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Start.
Walker once more. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Check, Bobcat, check,
Charbonnet will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are all tied at 28. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Check. 60 Eagles.
Here's Daniels. Throw downfield going to be taken in by Harry. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
A run inside, Krosky Merritt. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Ernest Jones there for the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Cougar 19.
Play action, now it's Daniels. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 19 Lion. Ready.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Trap 60, trap 60. Dragon 60.
Daniels going to throw for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He finds Smith and Jigba. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. From the 25, here's 2nd down and 7.
Ready. 70 Lions. Street. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Go.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. This has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Ready. Nice. Come on. Hit.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
A 43-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fool them with the inside run.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Krosky-Merritt. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Ready, set.
And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here.
Go! Liking, SC! No! Ready!
They'll try and run for it. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim fourth quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And Walker with it over the middle. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first. Hasn't had his best game running the football here tonight, but, hey, that's a critical spot right there to convert on 3rd down, and he did it.
And the lights are shining just a little bit brighter right now, aren't they? You remember the beginning of the game? If he gets this first down, everybody's happy. That's cool. But here, that was critical, and it really energizes him. That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Left wing 19. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
They'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment to shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and...
They got his man, complete. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Torrey Horton, 37 yards. And the Seahawks will add to their fourth quarter lead.
Myers connects on the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
To kick off for Seattle.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Let's go.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
To the air goes Daniels.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Commanders, first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
19 Lions. Panther 11, Panther 11. Go street.
Throwing now is Daniels. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18.
Now.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Hawk 70, Hawk, go.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Chandler. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Back to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Check. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 18, Pioneer. 19 tight, 19 tight. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready?
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Now Daniels going to keep it. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
With how the coverage was positioned, Up was about the only spot the quarterback had to try and deliver that pass.
Ready?
Just put a little too much height on it. Incomplete.
Let's go now. Rig alert, rig alert. Cup 19, Cup 19. Warrior 70. Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Commanders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends.
Down. Ready.
Chandler is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. Here now, second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
To throw is Daniels. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal.
Come on, set. Panther 60, Panther 60. Go.
Back to throw. Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-man drill. Excellent coverage right there before it's the incompletion.
So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And Walker has it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and that should just about do it. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Trap 60.
They go play action here on first down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
19 tight, 19 cut, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Come 19, come 19. Ready.
They'll set up a throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Horton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
First down.
Back to throw here.
And he will be taken down. No timeouts remaining defensively. And that should just about do it.
And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
First down and 10 yards to go.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll look to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. Put a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Seahawks, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.